All right, so we're back with Pilotwings. I'm just going to pop in the password because I'm just not going to get back to that. So this is lesson 3. This is Lance, and Lance introduces the.
Looks like Giles' rejected brother.
Lance introduces the hang glider, and his key advice is to land. Right?
His key advice is to land. On what? On what?
So the first one we're going to do is the light plane. So what we do is take off, fly through the rings over the course, and land on the runway. So it's a complete cycle.
Okay, so you go around in a big circle. Got it.
Essentially, yeah. You take off from one end of the runway, and you're going to end up landing on the other.
Okay.
But you start out on takeoff, and then you've got to center yourself pretty damn quick. I will say this. I will say this from the last time. It's harder than it looks because the controls are very, as I stated in the last part, floaty. And it's, for what it is, it's not bad. You really got to control your speed. If you watch my speedometer from time to time, it'll shift based on whether or not it need to go up or go down. So it's not bad, honestly. The controls are very good. They're just kind of floaty. I know that sounds very contradictory. If you know what you're doing, you can make it seem like... Let me put it this way. This was about my 4th run trying to make it work.
So they're good controls as long as you know what you're doing. They're good controls for an old SNES, like,
yeah, for
historic game.
Yeah, they're good for what it was. If you try playing it now with no experience in Pilotwings, you are going to be furious. I'd still recommend giving the game... Yeah, I'd still recommend giving the game a good shot. It's very fun. You may have seen more of it in, like, you know, Wii Sports Resort stuff with, like, there's actually a Pilotwings Resort or something now. I haven't. Yeah, it's like on the Wii U or something. It's like Pilotwings Resort or whatever.
No, dude, the only thing I need to do is, like, Microsoft Simulator X.
Oh my god. But yeah, all you have to do, get through the rings, and the thing is, like, the rings vary in height too, so you've got to up your speed to get up, and then immediately on this one here, you have to drop your speed quick. Because you're coming in hot. Like I said, this isn't like the ideal 100 out of 100 run. This is just the best one I had.
Hey, can you imagine kids today, like, trying to get a platinum trophy on this shit?
You know, it's doable. I mean, as long as you... The main thing is time.
Like, I imagine that the first time they would quit this game, they'd see that password, they wouldn't think anything of it.
Right?
Like,
oh, it autosaved. Now I have to land, and I realize I'm coming in way too hot.
rate of descent too great. Slow down.
Yeah. Like I said, that
didn't bounce that hard.
Yeah, I didn't bounce it like in part 1.
Boing.
But yeah, that was one of my better runs. It may not have been the best. Yeah, time I got slammed on, and accuracy I got slammed on, but 70 points is still 70 points.
He just winked at you. Oh god, that's creepy.
So yeah, all we need is 150 points. That's not too bad. So we're going to go on next over to, I believe, the... oh, that's right, we got to screw everything up.
We're just going to go straight into the water, aren't you? Yep.
It's like a slip and slide. Also, I realized, too, I was trying to show you running out of fuel, and I realized that there's something that you can actually go out of bounds in the course. That there's inside the course, it will just fail you outright if you go out of the course.
Oh, man.
That's it.
You failed.
I tried to make a break for the horizon, and he didn't let me. So yeah, actually, yeah, there's no skydiving in this one, but we are going to go with the rocket belt.
Oh boy, the rocket belt.
It's same thing, only this time instead of rings, there are 3 bar-shaped beams that we have to touch, and then land on the target over the water.
Excuse me? Bar-shaped beams?
Yeah, you see one right out there.
Oh, okay. Like, this song, this music reminds me of a Super Mario Kart, the character selection.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, all you have to do is really, you just got to get really close to it. It is very forgiving in that manner. And don't take what I'm doing here as good. You should really be using the low rockets to move around, not the high rockets. The high-powered rockets are just to get air But overall, it's not bad. As long as you can angle yourself to just run through them. This is probably easier than the rings, to be honest.
Well, yeah, because you're like a lot more precise on this.
Mm-hmm. Now, the target, I don't know if you can see it, it's right over there. And I'm going to go for, yeah, well, you've got two choices. You've got the lower one and you got the bigger one. Or the smaller one and the bigger one. I'm going for the smaller one.
Just because?
Just cause.
Just cause.
You get a better accuracy score. Only thing is, landing this can be insanely wonky.
Oh no.
Foot dipped.
Floaty. Floaty.
Yeah. There we go. Hell with it.
There's sharks in this water. Nope.
Yeah. Nope. So each person has a special animation for when you hit 100 points. His eyes
rolling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is running out of fuel. You wanted to see this last time, and I'm giving it to you this time.
I mean, you do the whole Acme thing, don't you? Or you just
not quite
chalk outline in the ground?
No, nothing like that. But it takes forever to run out of fuel. Like, you've got to be trying to run out of fuel. You can see up there, it took me 3 minutes.
3.5 minutes.
And that's just doing this.
This is where you ran out, wasn't it? Nope.
That's it, out of fuel.
Oh, it just fails you. Well, that's
I expect like a JoJo to be continued to pop up there in the bottom right.
Oh, man.
So yeah, this one here. Now we're going to go on to the hang glider. Now the hang glider is kind of a pain in the ass. It'll tell you what you have to do. This is when we have to ride the thermal current to 500 feet and then land on the target. You're always going to start out being dragged at about 300-ish feet, and then it'll let go. And it's pretty much the same as the same controls as your skydiving, only with A, you just do your flare and your quick turn. And that's usually all right. I'm not that good with the hang gliding. I've never been good with the hang gliding. So we'll see what happens. But I do remember the run that I did that was good. I still kind of fucked it up.
See, when he said flare, I thought it was like...
Yeah, send out a warning flare.
Coming in hot.
But that smoke-ish thing you see up there, that's a thermal current. So what we're going to do, we're going to aim for that, and that's going to push us up to the height we need to hit. That's going to shoot us right up. Now it says to land now. Now here's the thing. It's a lot like skydiving. You really got to angle yourself, like circle around and angle yourself so that you can land on that target you saw down there. Not the one that we landed on the rocket belt, but the other one. You'll see it a couple times. It's actually right below us. I thought about trying to flare out, but if I flared out at that point, I would crash.
Yeah, you would have pulled a Prince of Persia from about 3 meters high. Just shattered ankles.
My knees would have entered the top of my head. But here's the thing, right? You can't really get a good downward momentum. Actually, was this one good? No, this one was alright. There's another one. No, it's in the failure reel.
I like how I can't see the character in the middle. I just see the legs popping out from underneath the wings. Oh, that's just great. That's
just great. Now, you can just, fuck up the landing.
Well, at least he's okay.
And you can land outside. I just decided to take a little landing on the runway. But, see, here's the thing. He still gave me points for landing on the runway. It's good. Good. You did it.
Even with that 60, he was like, all right, here you go. You pass.
All right, you
don't ever go hang gliding.
So that's our silver for Chapter 3, Lesson 3. So now, with Lesson 4, I realized I didn't actually get the video of talking to the guy. But our Lesson 4 instructor is Big Al, and he's really going to give us a run-through of everything we've learned.
Holy Jesus, it's Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. But he's going to give us a run-through of everything we've done. Now, the way this works is we have to take off from the runway, we have to go under that arch, and then land back on the same runway we took off from.
I beg your pardon.
I mean, it's fairly straightforward, but you'll see in a second what I'm talking about.
With floaty controls?
That too. But yeah, what you have to do is go around here, and you see that arch?
Yes.
Big Al gave us permission to buzz the tower.
No.
Now we have to get back into position to get at that beam and land the plane.
Oh.
And I will say this, I'm not good at lining up. I'm not good at lining up by myself.
You'd be a terrible sniper.
I would, yes. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, a sniper from an airplane. But yeah, this one here, I saw where I was going, and I was like, nope, not yet.
Swing this bitch wide.
You have to. You really have to. Now, I'm trying to cut speed so I can take a really short turn, but even then, I think I still end up at the side of it. Yeah, it's like, it's close. Do. It's close enough. You can still line yourself up. Now, there's nothing that says you have to touch the dots. But yeah, this was about my 5th try on this one here, and I was starting to get kind of pissed off. When I was telling you before about Part 4 kicking my ass, this was a good portion of it. And I realized I cut it to a little too low. Came in a little hot.
I like the fact that you went from, like, resort paradise, flying a plane and, you know, doing all this fun shit, to military base.
So yeah, that's relatively okay. I mean, 83 points.
Oh, that was his mustache.
That's his mustache. What'd you think it was?
Like, a very pouty mouth. Like, you know how some women, like, will outline their
This
lip?
is me fucking up. This was actually a legit attempt at the run. And I went just a little bit too far right. Also, I just skid right into the building.
Nice.
So, skydiving, I will... No, we're doing rocket belt first. Hell, I forgot what setup I put this in. Now, this one here is there's 3 moving rings that we have to get through.
Moving rings?
Mm-hmm. It's not what you think, but they're moving in place. So the first one is rotating, and I will say it got me. It japed me on that one. I thought I got through it. I had to turn back around. Got him. But yeah, you see how it's rotating?
Yeah.
So you got to get through it when it's...
Got it.
This one here is just spinning.
Oh, it's almost like nauseating. See,
yeah,
I'd have trouble seeing that tiny-ass little dot, so I'd probably fly around for a good 15 minutes going, where do I go?
Where is it going?
Oh, you went through it when it was tiny. Nice.
Yep. See, now all I have to do is land in the target. Now, if you look at the top left, there's that little, you know, little radar. It'll kind of tell you where your landing position is.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You ever land on one of the buildings?
Well, you can. You'll just lose points.
Okay.
Every time you touch the ground... There we go. Every time you touch the ground without it landing, you lose 2 points. And if you land afterwards, it will just fail you right there.
Nice.
So 90 points is pretty good. The only thing was I wasn't dead on the dot, which is fine.
Right. Your skills are passable.
Yep.
Thanks, Big Al.
There is no screw-ups on that one because I've really shown off everything you can do with the rocket belt. Now this run right here, I will admit, was my 7th time, and I got pissed off and just decided to throw him at the course as fast as I could. I was just furious, and then I realized that I could do it right. Watch this. Downside is, I flare up about a good 200 fucking feet.
Bullshit.
Watch.
He just went, ah! Boop, done.
Nailed it. Fucking, I was
you were
so
just, like,
angry.
Screaming.
I was just like, are you fucking for real? And that's
He's
100.
crying. He's crying.
I was so mad because I was trying to do... Watch, you have no idea, right? How many times I went through doing this. Like, this is me trying to do it right, to get the right recording. And I just kept landing in the fucking water. I landed on the buildings. I landed on the wrong platform. I couldn't do it. I was furious. And that's that one run I just showed you. Yeah, I just couldn't get anywhere. I was just so mad. So the hang glider on this one is you have to fly through the ring at 300 feet and then land.
So you descend to 300 feet and then you just land.
Well, you descend to 300 feet, go through the ring, go back up through the current, go through the ring again, and then land.
Beg your pardon?
You'll see. Because there's no way you can go through there again at the rate you're descending.
Right.
Well, I'm sure you can if you turn really hard, really quick. But the way the flare works, it wouldn't work that way.
That thing kicks you up like 300 feet.
But then it brings you back down too when you come out of it.
Right.
So by the time you get to it,
you're already looking at,
yeah,
a pretty good descent.
Yeah. See, I had to actually crunch it down pretty hard. See, here's the thing, though, I don't like about hang gliding. I can't tell where the F I am. I'm right over the target. I didn't realize it until after I looked back at the video. This was about my third attempt, too. Part 4 will kick your ass. And I realized I was coming in way too hot, and I was coming in way at a really weird angle. I should have gone out and around that exit there, but I just didn't have the descent power. So I just said to hell with it, and I'll land out here. Bucket, land out here. I'll take the ding for it.
You didn't do that well, but I still have.
That was my best run out of like 6 runs.
God, that sounds like my teacher. You didn't do that well, but
I still got my points. I still did as much as they wanted me to. I'm good with it. That gets us our gold certification, and there we go. So that's all 4 lessons.
So now you're an officially gold licensed pilot.
Yes, that's correct.
And that's the game.
No. See, I don't know what team was working on what, but I think the team that wanted to make an action game took over right about here.
For political reasons, our military authorities cannot attempt to rescue, so we're sending in a random-ass civilian.
This escalated quickly, let me say.
You know what this is? Broforce!
Broforce. But yeah, so they got captured. Look, no. What the fuck?
What happens if you say no? Don't be such a coward. I now ask you again. Say no again. Did you say no again? Unlicensed for motorcycles, not helicopters.
When did I fly a helicopter? I'm licensed for hang gliding. Ooh.
At that point, you said yes, didn't you?
I wanted to see if there was anything else. But no, there's not. He just calls you a chicken, and at that point, your honor has been besmirched.
Thanks, Nintendo. Thanks, Japan.
Yeah. It took me about 3 tries to do this one, only because it gets kind of weird. Because this entire time you've done like flying a light plane and hang gliding and all these cool aerosports, right? Skydiving. Yeah. And then things escalate, and then rocket belt. Now there's missiles involved.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah. So, this is your view, pretty much. You speed up to get your altitude going. And what you have to do is you have to rush over to the island, take down the defenses, land, and get your crew, your trainers. Yeah, these people trained you from nothing. And then all of a sudden you're flying an attack chopper. Now here's the other thing that sucks. It's kind of hard to figure out where you're going to hit. That's why there's that little reticle, you have to take them out, is the thing. And they're kind of weird about where it's going to hit. I had to... Oof. That's what... Man, Mode 7 is so fucking good, though. Oh. Rip bitrate.
You know what
I like
I'm
the
hearing
music.
the entire time, like, you're flying around doing this shit?
Huh.
Peppy, no! Pew, 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 pew.
Yep. I know there's
Can't
another
help you
one.
do that, Star Fox.
Here, right? So I don't know if this was like, at the end of it, was like a proof of concept for, like, them wanting to make a game. I don't know. But, yeah, there's more here, too. Now, for a second, I thought that's where you had to land. So I started coming down, and I realized I was like, oh shit, no.
No, I gotta go further out.
I gotta go further up. That's what that little thing up at the top left is good for. But it's good. Stay up about 350 feet throughout this mission and you'll be fine. And there's also ones that are fucking hidden. So you just kind of hope for the best. And always keep moving.
Because you will die otherwise, I'm sure.
You will die otherwise, yes. Well, dies. Relative, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of these things. Now, a helipad is where you're supposed to land. But you have to shoot those little pimple turrets.
Brap, brap.
Pretty much.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you're a civilian, you can fly shit. What do they expect you to do, like, after you landed? Did you just pick up a rifle and go Rambo on this?
It doesn't go that far into, saving. Like, you know, we'll see when I land, but I was looking to make sure there was nothing else. I knew there was one more. He's like way out here in left field. He's meant to sneak up on you.
Got him.
Right. Now we start moving in. Now comes the really annoying part. Because you've got to, like, angle yourself. And this thing, you can't exactly tell how far you're moving forward and moving back.
Right.
And it's really hard to start getting your rate of descent good. And I kind of suck at video games. Like, I could not get this fucking thing. Like, at all.
Jesus, dude.
I just got pissed off, and I was like, you know what, I'll do it again. Like, I wish I could have put, like, a live commentary to when I was doing this, because I was swearing, like, up, left, and center.
Your rate of descent is too great, Nintendo. Fuck you.
Yeah. I just couldn't, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Landed it.
Great landing.
Got it. And it still fixed it for me anyway. So that's pretty much all you do for the final mission. It goes through its entire business of getting your people out to safety. But obviously, since I've shown you the completed way, let's say, I've got to show you how not to do it, and that's stay at 150 feet and get shot out of the fucking sky. Here's the funny thing about losing in the helicopter mission, too. It's not that you can retry, just game over.
What?
Game over, man.
Oh
and after
my
the
God.
game over, guess where it sends you? Hope you wrote down that password.
Oh, wow.
It is an ultimate dick move.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing. I mean, it's old school Nintendo where it's like, you lose on the final level, no, you gotta start over now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is a very sinking feeling to just drop, but that's it. For an outstanding performance, you have your silver Pilotwings. I believe gold is acing everything, 100%. I am not that good. So that's the silver's Pilotwings. We actually got our Pilotwings.
Yay!
We did what we said.
Oh, you mean like the name of the game?
Yeah.
Got it.
But here's the thing, right? So that's it for the part for the daytime.
Nighttime Pilotwings. Pilotwings experts?
Yep.
Oh
I've got
no.
more suffering to do.
Oh no. Oh no.
So we are going to be back when I decide to do expert mode. So until then.
Goodbye.